So what were you shaking your head about?
Well, look, I mean, I'm on the record as saying Reform's a joke political party. I don't think it's serious. They've only got 5 MPs. Well, now they have 4. And 25% of the parliamentary party's been in prison for domestic violence. It's the Nigel Farage party, let's be clear. Tim Scott just said it there. It's all about Farage. Nobody's voting for Richard Tice. Nobody's voting for Lee Anderson. These are not serious people. This is not a serious party. It's a protest party. It's a protest vote. And then people have been...
Some would say Labour won the election on a protest vote against the Conservatives.
They won 418 seats. It was an almost record majority.
Yeah, but how many people turned out and voted? I'm not saying, I'm just pointing out that it was a protest vote. It wasn't voting for Labour. It was voting against the Conservatives.
I don't think we know that. But look, Reform it's an embarrassing collection of small men. There are no women involved, by the way, at all in the party at any level. Mayor of Lincolnshire, is it? I mean,
she's
whatever.
A female.
She is. And I actually quite like Andrew. I think she's much more sensible than the rest of them. But it's the Nigel Farage party, and you can't get away from it. And if he left tomorrow, all of the people who are supporting Reform, do you think they'd stay with Reform, or do you think they'd follow Nigel? They'd follow Nigel.
Tim did imply that would be the case. Rakib, what do you make of it?
Well, I just find it incredible they have a parliamentary party there of, well, 5, now 4.
Now 4.
Which just seems to have descended into some sort of civil war. I think that's quite remarkable, really. And it's a shame from a Reform perspective because they were performing quite impressively in recent polls. But I totally agree with Andy that this is a one-man party. It's a one-man show. And I think that was what I think Rupert Lowe was trying to get at with these comments, that you need to have a solid team and you need to have strong policy ideas, and we're not seeing any of that, never mind from Reform, but from the British political right in general. So I think that what it really shows is that they're trying to make this effort to professionalise the party. And I'm talking about Nigel Farage and also Zia Youssef, the party chairman. But this is bad press for the party. There's no two ways about it. And I think that the one thing you want to see from a party which is riding as high as that in the polls is that they're able to maintain some form of party stability and cohesion. And this episode does very little on those fronts.
And there's a pattern. There is a pattern of Nigel Farage throughout his whole political career falling out with people. He always falls out with people. And when people... I mean, I've been on with Ben Habib many times, and we don't agree, but I think Ben is a smart guy. And they've fallen out dramatically, and now he's fallen out with Rupert Lowe. When Nigel Farage feels threatened or challenged, he doesn't like it. We don't know about the substance of these allegations, so we can't comment on that, but interesting.